Hey guys, welcome back to another review with Reviews for Life. And this time we are taking a look at the Lenovo Flex 6 laptop. This laptop was released back in 2018, and I got it because I wanted to test out how 2-in-1s could work with my regular workflow. At the time, I was doing my graduate studies and I needed a new computer so I can write my thesis on the go. Alright, let's take a deeper look at this laptop. Inside the box, it's really bare bones. You get the power adapter and the laptop. You can also pick up an optional pen. We'll get to more on that later. The top and bottom are made of dark gray plastic, and it has a textured surface which makes it feel like aluminum. Opening the laptop can be a bit tricky because there's no front lip to grab onto when opening. Missing small details like this is a little disappointing, but it's definitely not a deal breaker. The screen is glossy with a very tall bottom bezel. Moving down, we have a backlit keyboard, and the palm rest is made of brushed aluminum. On the right side, you get the power button, the card reader, USB 3, and a lock slot. On the left side, there's a power jack, the full-size HDMI, another USB 3, a USB-C, and an audio port. Now, the USB-C does not have power delivery, so it can't be used for charging the laptop. It also can't be used for connecting to an external display. One of the cool things is the magnets along the bezels of the screen. This way, the laptop closes without any gaps. In terms of battery, let's be honest, it's pretty bad. After 1.5 years of use, I was able to get 2 hours of gaming or about 5 hours for light browsing and YouTube. When the laptop is low on battery, the power button lights up orange. The webcam is 720p, and here's an audio test with the built-in microphone. This is a quick test of the Lenovo Flex 6 webcam. We're currently in a very brightly lit room, and so everything seems pretty clear. Next, we're going to try a bedroom setting. Right now, we're in a bedroom setting with one overhead light. My face is definitely a lot more grainier, and the footage is not as crisp. That said, it's still usable for quick Skype meetings or online chats with friends. And here's the max volume for this laptop. And just for comparison, here's a sample of the same test with my iPad 6th generation. Now, onto my experiences with the laptop. The trackpad is made of plastic and works really well. Sometimes though, I do misclick and hit the wrong mouse button because there's no separation between the buttons. Okay, let's talk about this active pen. I like the weight, but it's really a little too thin for me to hold the pen for a long period of time. I constantly needed to adjust the grip, and really it's not that ergonomic. It's useful for sketching if you're in a pinch, but I wouldn't recommend this as a main drawing platform. Straight lines are simply too jittery, so instead I would recommend getting an actual drawing tablet if this is your line of work. As a student, note-taking was okay, but definitely not the best experience. The bulkiness and the glare really makes this a hard sell. I've made a video about this, and I've linked it in the description below. One thing I did find the 2-in-1 feature really useful is browsing through media and books. The thick bezels along the side definitely help with ergonomics, especially when holding it with one hand. The screen is really big, and so it's a much nicer experience than browsing through things on a cell phone. But because the laptop is so heavy, it's definitely not as nice as an experience compared to the iPad. With regards to gaming, it's running an 8th generation i5 with integrated graphics. Don't expect to play any demanding games, but it's definitely more than capable of running StarCraft or Hearthstone on low settings with 1080p resolution. Alright, let's talk about this keyboard. Lenovo is known for its amazing keyboard, and it holds up true here as well. The keys don't wiggle under the fingers, and provides a solid tactile feel when pressed. However, this experience is ruined by the palm rest. Because the length of the palm rest is so long, and because the edges aren't chamfered, it ends up digging into my wrists. This means I wasn't able to type longer than 15 minutes without my wrists hurting. There's definitely workarounds, such as using a simple tea cloth, but this is one of those little details that they missed. How about the upgradeability? Well, this laptop is really nice for that. If you're a tinkerer, you'll be pleased to know that the motherboard can be accessed simply by removing 10 Torx screws. Once the cover from the back is unclasped, you get access to one RAM slot and an upgradable solid-state drive. Okay, so what are my final thoughts for this computer? Well, honestly, it's just another laptop. There's no gimmicks, no surprises, and nothing really about it stands out. This isn't necessarily a bad thing though, especially with companies trying to add unique bells and whistles just to differentiate themselves. I'd say this is the laptop to get if you're unsure of what you're looking for. The screen is passable if you're not doing color sensitive work, and the keyboard is good, but ruined by the palm rest. Performance on this laptop is fine, as long as you aren't doing anything too demanding. And although I find the 2-in-1 form factor a gimmick, it'll definitely work in a pinch, and is great to try out if you have never used one on a laptop before. This would work really well as a first laptop, or as a stepping stone to figuring out what you're looking for in your next laptop. And about the price? At the time, I got this for about 730 Canadian dollars or 550 USD after taxes back in February of 2019. I thought it was a great price, especially for a brand new laptop, and I think it's an affordable option to test something new. Alright, that's it for the review. If you got suggestions on what I should review next, let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.